Okay, guys, excuse me. Tony Mello, Mello Properties Team, 508 369 9755. 508 369 9755. Had just finished a video on this Home Fundit, a flyer off of what a lender had given me and what that was, and my guess as far as it being kind of like a GoFundMe kind of thing, which it turns out that it is. But there's more to it than just people giving you money, which is always a difficult thing to persuade people. Some do, but not to a great extent enough to make it something that's going to be useful for buying a home. So this is more than just a go fund it, a please give me a few bucks if you can kind of thing. It adds to that. So I've got this video. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this video and run that video at the same time as I come across things that I can think of that will be helpful. I will stop the video, talk a little bit, stop the video, talk a little bit, and I think we'll try it doing it that way. All right, so let's take a look at this video if it works, and you can hear it. Funded is the first and only independent gifting platform designed by a mortgage lender to help you buy a home sooner with a larger down payment. Down payment assistance reinvent. Here's how it works. Start at homefunded.com, sign up for the free home funded. Tell your story to family and friends. Include photos and videos. You can connect your Facebook so it's easy to add photos and share your campaign. Then you can choose to use home funded, up it, or both. So up to this point, it's basically the go fund it kind of thing where you set yourself up, you set up a goal, you advertise it on your Facebook and anywhere else that works so that it reaches family and friends and anybody that is willing enough to contribute and add funds to that. If you saw the video from this morning, this flyer said up to 3,500 extra towards a purchase. This, because I've already gone through this video a little bit, it says that there's no limit, so it doesn't have to be, because 3,500 is great. Any money is good money, but it's a drop in the bucket if it's just limited to 3,500. I think there may be a potential for 5 grand, 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand. You know what I mean? Reasonably, if you can get it, but it's not limited, as far as I can tell, just to that number. We can get go for it. Well, at the same time, you use start jumping on you for the upper soil. As soon as your page goes up, to your down to the account. Okay, so you've got the Home Fund It, which is basically the GoFundMe, and then you've got a second option version module in this Home Fund It that you can activate and use called Up It. So, as far as I understand it, it is more or less, if you are going to shop or if the people that know you, friends, family, whoever, are going to shop at, say, Walmart. I'm not sure if Walmart is one of the companies that are involved in this whole process. If they're going to go shopping at Walmart and they go online and shop for stuff and go pick it up or deliver it or whatever it is, if they do it through your portal, a portion of what they purchase goes towards your campaign. So if they're going to go shopping here, 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 and here anyways, doing it through this process benefits you. So you get a portion of that. Let's see. Create a unique story to family and friends. Group photos and videos. You can connect your Facebook so it's easy to add photos and share your campaign. Then you can choose to use Puppet or both at the same time. Both. Puppet, you and your supporters can start shopping online for the other solar as soon as your page goes up. A percentage of each purchase is back to your down. There are over 1,000 participating reasons. 1,000. Overstock.com and other stores, you know. All right, so there's a little snapshot of companies that are participating in this. So when you spend some money at Walgreens, a portion of that goes towards the fund. Home Depot, go to Home Depot all the time. Yeah, I mean, and that's decent stuff, and this stuff builds up. So if you spend, now I'm not sure what the percentage is. So that's the thing, is they will gift a percentage of your purchase. So is that 1%? Is that 2%? Is it 10%? Is it 0.0000001%? I don't know. And they're probably all different. So they're all doing different things. Actually, I can kind of see on this screen, Kohl's is up to 3%, Walgreens up to 4%, Home Depot, if I'm seeing this correctly, up to 8%. So up to 8%, especially the way I spend money at Home Depot, we're talking real money now that they are contributing to this general fund. Public pledges never expire. So you can set up a campaign and show the never expire. If you've been afraid to buy for a long time. 2 years, 10 years. Use the campaign goal to start accepting gifts from family and friends. And there you go. You see this $40,000. So I'm not sure why this says up to 3,500 extra towards purchase. Now find out from Ray if there's some kind of limitation that's specific to them, um, or if we're able to use this entire amount. I can't see why not. If it's there, it's a gift. It's through this program. Why wouldn't you be able to use the full amount? So figure out why that number is there and what that means, and want to make sure that if there's limitations, we want to know what those limitations are for our. Easy. Anyone can do it. Anyone can give up to 5,000 each person. You can qualify for the home. So each person, they must register or something like that. So each person that is in your campaign, in your program, in your thing, helping you, they can contribute up to $5,000 each. I'm assuming that is the home funded GoFundMe kind of thing. That has nothing to do with the Upit and the Walmart, Kohl's, Home Depot thing. That's a separate thing. Closing costs. Eligible first time home will earn $2. All right. So three things here. You got the home funded, which is like the GoFundMe, please, throw some bucks in there. You've got the Upit, which is if you're gonna go shopping, you're gonna go shopping somewhere anyways, it's not gonna cost you any more money. Please go through my portal so that I get a percentage of that sale. And then there's this home funded closing cost grant for first time home buyers only. You go through some educational courses, which are free. And then there's a benefit there that, for example, here, for $2 grant for every dollar received or something like that. So it's more money. So you basically want to do all the regular contribution or 1% the purchase price. Okay, so let me redo that a little bit. Regular contribution $2,000 or 1% the purchase price. Eligible for 5,000 closing costs. Eligible first time home will earn $2 for every $1 in regular contribution, up to a sort of $2,000 or one up to 2,000 or 1% of the purchase price. All right. So things are going through my head. All right. So you're up to 2,000 or 1%. 1% potentially these days. 1% of the purchase price will be more than that $2,000. Could very easily potentially be more than that $2,000. What happens to the money that's in that account if you're not able to use it? Obviously I'm thinking about this stuff. I'm going to write down some questions and hopefully I'll find out more about that. I've got that webinar that I'm going to today, and I'll ask that question. What happens to do we have the ability to use every last penny that is in this account? Is there any situations where the money does not get used? If that is the case, do we get that money back? Stuff like that. I want to make sure that we're covered. 1% of the purchase price. To qualify, you need to complete your home buyer education course, online or over the phone, before the purchase contract is signed. As an added bonus, every time you do someone here that shares campaign on social media buttons on the campaign, I'll ask because I've seen this in the past with other non-profit companies here that when you take that course, does that course is it a one-time thing that its life span is uh, limitless, infinite, or is there a time range where, all right, you take that course and it's only good for 3 months. If you don't buy a house within that 3 months, you have to take that course over again. I'll see if I can find that out. So if you take that course, hopefully it's just take the course and you're good. You're good to go. Now you a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, you don't have to retake that course. This whole program thing is in play and working in that direction. Again, class. Okay. So you create the campaign, you share it to your Facebook page or wherever. Anybody else that grabs that campaign and shares that out to anybody else, you get $10 for each one of those shares. I imagine that only one person can share only once, and that's only $10. You can't have a person just clicking there going share, 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 share. Otherwise, I'd be buying houses. So I assume it's one of your contacts sharing $10 one time only. The $2 for something. I have to kind of look at that. Okay, so that's the whole idea with the Up It thing is somebody shops through your channel at Walmart, at Home Depot. You get a percentage of that. Let's say, for example, I go buy something at Home Depot. It cost $1, $1.50, $1.25, whatever. It's $1. For that dollar, they will give you $2. That's what I'm hearing. I'm going to answer my question. All applied to what? Principal. Yes. Please invite me to your housewarming party. All right. So it sounds like yes, you're not going to lose any of that money. Whatever is contributed, whatever is accumulated in that fund will 100% one way or the other be used in purchasing the home. So this is a down payment assistance program. Sometimes what happens with some of these programs is if you have an excess of the amount that you need for the down payment, it can be used for closing costs. I am not sure if that is what is happening here, but they are telling you that if you make $50,000, you're going to use $50,000 one way or the other. So we'll step into that carefully. We'll make sure that is the case. There's always going to be a closing disclosure at the end of the closing, which you will see those numbers. So, if your home funded account has $50,000, you should see $50,000 in there somewhere. So the numbers um, should tell you that is the case. So, all right. So three things: home funded, gifts coming in from folks, up it, which is the shopping thing, matching dollar, $2, percentage of your purchase price, you and anybody else that shops through your channel. Like I said, those numbers will increase over time and add up quickly, especially if there's a lot of folks that are using that. I'm going to go to Walmart and buy something anyway, so I might as well, a percentage of my purchase should go to help my son, my daughter, my friends, whatever. And then you've got this first time home buyer thing, which adds more to it. So between the three, um, definitely is something that has potential. And if you're not a first time home buyer, then obviously you can't use that third option, but you can certainly use the first two options. If you are a first time, then all three of them. Get in there, figure out how to use it. I am going to see if there's a way for me to be able to help buyers start this up, so that we can get them on the road to get there. There is a lot of folks out there that the reason they don't buy is because they just can't put the money together to be able to do it. They make a dollar, they spend a dollar. So if we can set up a way, figure out a way where they can live their lives, to pay their bills, because the credit is always something that you have to maintain. I don't care. You can have all the down deposit you want, unless you've got cash to buy a house outright, then you don't need credit. But if you need any kind of financing whatsoever, you need credit. So I'm not saying don't pay your bills. Definitely pay your bills. Pay at least the minimum so that they're not hitting your credit. Keep that thing healthy as possible. But there are folks out there that are, the ones that are, everybody's living, paycheck to paycheck, and basically a dollar comes in, a dollar goes out. So if for those folks, which is a good majority of us, can use this to put money together, short term, long term, and then eventually buy a house, which we do recommend for future generational wealth. This could be potentially a tool for somebody that wants to do that. Which there's a lot of folks out there that want to buy a house, and I don't blame them. That's what we do. That's why we do what we do, and that's our frame of thinking as well. So, all right. Good morning. Tony Mello, Mello Properties Team, 508-369-9755. I am going to go through that webinar, which is, sometime today. I'm not sure exactly, see if I can find out more about that. But right now, this video here basically kind of gave us a decent breakdown of that. I will figure out how I can get my hands on it, or if it's, can I help people set things up so that they can start doing it. Or do I just send them a link, the website here, and you have to do it yourself. So I'll figure out if I can help, or if you have to do it yourself, and we'll add to our knowledge of how this works. And it'd be nice to actually know if anybody has ever done it. I'm sure they have. I just don't know anybody that has, and what their thoughts on that were. See if I can find that. All right. Take care. Bye. I'll be back.